Sir David the Bard. Dressed up like Halloween. Anyway, coming to you, Kangaroo City, capital of the intellectual world. And my kangaroos are all cheering up and down. They like to stand in the window when I'm recording. They'll jump up and down. Little Andy's out there and Megan. They're just jumping up and down. Turn the camera this way. No, I don't want to show my kangaroo. My kangaroos. I'm not showing my kangaroo. Whatever you say. And anyway, this policy that has come up now with the Mormon Church hating gay children or children of gay marriages. I didn't know this, and now that I've discovered it, I'm going to pass it on to you. That's my job. I'm just the messenger. Anyway, the Mormon Church didn't announce this. The Mormon Church did not announce this. Now, this is very typical of cults and the Mormon Church historically. The way this was found out, there's a man named John Dillon. I don't know a lot about John. I don't gather into other ex-Mormon ideas or programs or whatever. There's times that I'll look at things, and if I think it's a good thing, I'll pass it on to you guys. That's just my opinion. But John Dillon, I guess, is pretty well known as an ex-Mormon, and he discovered it in the handbook. Now, I had copies of the 2006 church handbook for years, and it had every little detail. You know, if someone blows their nose during testimony meeting, this is what you do. I mean, it's so overregulated, you wouldn't believe it. But anyway, John Dillon found that the church handbook that goes to all the bishops and stake presidents with the official doctrines and policies and procedures for the Mormon Church added this apostate class and distinguished that the children of gay marriages are dog shit. They're not allowed to go anywhere or do anything, you know. If you see them in a primary class or if they go out on an outing, good Lord, put a scarlet, what should we put on it? A gay, G-A-Y? A scarlet J. Yeah, it wouldn't be a scarlet A. A scarlet J. No, G. See, J and G are close in dimension. They're close on the typewriter thing. Oh, typewriter. Look how old I am. Computer board. Anyway, it was discovered the Mormon Church was outed. They didn't tell the public what they were doing. They didn't tell the members of the church. They didn't tell the gay community. They didn't tell anyone. They just changed 2 or 3 paragraphs in the handbook and thought they'd get away with it. Well, one thing the Mormon cult is finding is there's no safety in secrets in this world now. Everything is being recorded. Everything. I don't care if you do a telephone call or if you go into a parking lot. There are video cameras everywhere. You pull some stunt and every person in the world is going to pull up the video camera and be taking a picture of it and recording it. Well, those old men in Salt Lake City are dumb as a rock to start with. But they don't understand that they can't have a secured line for their handbook. Obviously someone hacked it, and obviously someone saw the nasty things that this Mormon cult church does to its people. And so now they're backtracking. They're, well, you know, the old Reformed Egyptian dance. We're fucked. That's the lyrics. They couldn't come up with any other lyrics. Anyway, John discovered it, put it out, and the national news just went crazy on it. I have reports on my last video there. Good Lord, BBC and Newsweek and, oh God, I'm trying to think. New York Magazine, the media has just gone wild with it because they're as upset as normal people should be. So, remember, the Mormon Church didn't come to the world and say, well, this is how we feel about the gay people, and this is going to be our policies. They secretly put it in a handbook, only goes to bishops, branch presidents, and stake presidents. And they thought It was secure. No one could get into the handbook. Well, people do now, and there's no secrets anymore. If you love Marie Osmond, people are going to know. It's just, it goes out into the public. Marie, I'm dying. I hope you'll come. I hope you'll come and see me before I'm gone. And I don't want to be buried in my garments. I'd like to have Marie Osmond's panties wrapped around my face. That's how I want to go. You got to honor the dead. So anyway, the Mormon Church is sneaky. They're nasty. They're mean and vile, and they just keep showing it. They just get themselves in deeper and deeper and deeper. They're not a church. They're a corporation that makes money, hiding behind a 5013C church classification with the IRS, and they're going to lose that. Here's the bar. I told you my 6 naked girls that showed up gave me revelation. They're going to lose that. They're going to lose their 501, or it's going to be challenged. I don't know if they're going to let gays in the temple or not, but this whole idea is mean-spirited, and they lost. The world voted against them, as usual. Same way with polygamy. Wilford Woodruff said to the federal government, we're not having any more polygamy. The Mormon Church has stopped polygamy. Right. He married 2 more wives in the Salt Lake Temple after he made that manifesto. And John Taylor, right on down to John Taylor, the polygamous marriages continue to go on. And John Taylor broke off, evidently, the FLDS section of the Mormon Church and told them, you know, go somewhere else, but make sure you hang on to the polygamy idea. So, you know, you can't believe a thing a Mormon says. I've told you, and I've told you. Do not listen to a Mormon. Watch. Watch with your eyes and see what they do. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. No, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Well, I have shame no matter what. Anyway, they're sneaky. They're sneaky. They're like a snake. The Mormons are like a snake. Go over. You know, the talking snake in the movie, in the Temple movie, it was interesting. You know, the Satan had his apron on, and anyway, I'm moving from subjects because I didn't take my meds today. So anyway, be aware that the Mormon Church got caught again, literally with his panties down. And they're running with their panties down. And they're going to fall. They're going to fall. And this is the beginning of the end right here. So I have a link down below that the Mormon Church grabbed one of their apostles and said, holy shit, Jesus says we're in deep shit. Can you fix this? And he goes, no, I don't want to go on TV. Like, get your ass out there. You make $1 million a year off these people, and your income's going to go down. Show me the camera. Show me the camera. So I have it down below there that he's trying to rectify and justify. And I remember, before I resigned, that the block situation in 1978, I think it was, that the church kept saying it was a blessing. See, cults talk the opposite. It's always the opposite of truth. The Mormon cult said to us as members, we don't allow the blacks to have the priesthood because we're protecting them. They will only be judged on the level that they're on. If we put them up to a higher level, their judgments will be harder because they can't handle it. That was the typical Mormon apostle approach. Well, here we get it again. You know, it comes around. It doesn't go around in the Mormon, it just comes around. And now they're saying they're protecting the children of gay people so that the children don't go to school or to church or whatever and have conflict. Well, goddamn. Every child in the world, whether they're coming from a gay family or a heterosexual or divorced family, they're adopted, there's so many family combinations that children have to face. And being from a gay family is not the worst thing in the world, believe me. So anyway, I wanted you to know that the church is sneaky. They lie, they cheat, they steal. They won't tell you where your money is going. They tell you to give more money to the humanitarian fund, and then right underneath there it says we can use this money any way we want. We can go to McDonald's with your money. It ain't going into humanitarian if Jesus doesn't tell us. So anyway, take a look. The Mormon Church, they don't have any mode except damage control anymore. It's just one idiot thing after another. And this one's going to go to court, and they're going to lose their 501, or they're going to have gay people sitting in the temple and going to the altar together before God, angels, and these witnesses. I was a witness once, I think twice at the altar. They come up to the young, good-looking young people that are married. They have, you want to be a witness? Go, hey, I'll witness. Amen. I was up there. So anyway, take a look at it. I think it stinks. I think it's a really rotten thing, hideous and abominable. You know, if Joseph Smith says Jesus used the word abominable, maybe Jesus did. Maybe he said, Joseph, make sure that you create a church and make sure it's abominable. By the time it fails, make it abominable. Take a look. See what you think. Take a look at how they've tried to have this apostle come out and say, fix this. It can't be fixed. And this guy, you know the old Indian fork tongue? I remember, I'm from the 60s, you know. We had a lot of westerns back then. And the Indians, white man speak with forked tongue. In other words, you're saying one thing, but you're doing another. Well, the forked tongue ought to be one of the pieces of the temple ceremony. If you're a Mormon, you must have a forked tongue. So listen to him explain, why his panties are around his ankles and why he's running like an idiot, hoping he dies before they take away his income. So anyway, let me, is someone pounding on my door? It could be the Danites. I don't know. Is it the Danites? No, it's your family. They're Danites too. Anyway, take a look at the link down below. Judge for yourself and watch how the Mormon Church tries to dig itself out of this hole. And the interesting thing about Mormon digging holes is they dig one hole and put all the dirt on one side. Then they dig another hole while they're filling the other hole. So, it's just that where you're digging a hole, then you fill it. And you're digging a hole, and you're filling it. So anyway, health in the navel, marrow in the bones, strength in the loins and the sinews, which does not match this. My mouth and my brain are in two different places. Pay me, lay me, ail me. Oh God, hear the words of my mouth. Gay children should be punished. Their parents are playing with weenies and vaginas. Punish the children. Oh God, hear the words of my mouth. The true order of prayer, which there ain't a Mormon prophet anywhere that has ever had the true order of prayer, believe me. Don't cut my throat, don't cut my heart, don't try to scare me cutting my guts out. I can say what I want and do what I want. It's America. And the Mormon Church doesn't have any control over me. Never has. Well, it did for 53 years, but it doesn't since then. And I can say what I want, and I'm saying that it's a vile, hateful organization for families, and now to attack these little kids who are totally innocent. Someone's trying to get in my room. So anyway, this bard is gone.